Hey everyone, this is Tinky Winky, and today we're going to be attempting to do the Japan Airlines Flight 123. Um, so, um, the the whole thing to do with this story is that it was caused by explosive decompression. Unfortunately, with this flight simulator, we're not able to actually attempt to do explosive decompression. Unfortunately, there's no option for explosive decompression. So what I had set up was pretty much that I had the tail, the rudder, the elevators, pretty much everything to do with moving up and down and left and right. I made pretty much impossible to do, just like they had the same problem with the Japanese Airlines flight. And so pretty much this flight happened on August 12th, 1985. And it involved a Boeing 747, which, as you can see, I'm going to be attempting right here. And so, pretty much, it claimed the lives of of um, 520 people, and there was only four survivors. And the whole reason, like, there was a lot more survivors than just the four survivors that there was, and the whole reason why there were more survivors than four survivors was because of there was like a terror or something happening with the emergency services in Japan at the time, and so basically the poorer souls that ended up surviving that plane crash, even if they did survive, even if it was more than four, unfortunately they did not survive. Um, and as you can see, I mean, I, I set it for 10 to 15 minutes, and as you can see, I unfortunately did not make it very far because I thought that the accident or the rudder and everything started failing a lot earlier than it did. And you'll see that as the video carries on. But yeah, we are now rolling down the runway. We are hitting V1 speed, and now we're going to rotate. There we go. Positive rate of climb. Gears going up. I'd love to visit Japan one day. I'm sure it's a very beautiful country. All the history and the culture, very beautiful over there. Definitely hoping to pay myself a visit one day. But getting back to the Japanese airline, getting back to the Japanese airline flight 123. So they ended up crashing into Mount Fuji, which is the tallest mountain in Japan, and it is also sad they were, from what I've heard, a lot of Japanese people end up going and taking their life too. Very, very sad. It seems like there's a lot of hardship and very unfortunate circumstances that happened over in that mountain. I'm sure the mountain's very beautiful. Seems as though it got a bad rap to do with Logan Paul and whatnot. But yeah, yeah. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to be getting a new camera too. I'm sorry about the crummy camera quality. Unfortunately, ooh, what the hell is going on here? Why am I overspeeding? Okay, speed brake. Going to pull that out. Close the throttles. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. So here we are. We're turning towards the mountains because the flight was going. The flight was going to. I might botch this. It's a Itami Airport in Osaka. I definitely botched that. I'm sorry. It was only supposed to be an hour flight. They and again, all hell broke loose within the first 20 minutes to half an hour of the flight. So they didn't even make it halfway through the flight before all chaos ended up breaking through. And from my recollection, I believe the pilots they were struggling with that plane for, I want to say, several hours before they ended up crashing into the Mount Fuji. Those pilots did everything they could. Very, very sad circumstances those pilots had to suffer through. And then all the passengers passing away, that especially the passengers that did survive, that didn't even get the help that they could have got. Very sad. I really hope that, and again, according to a lot of the air crash investigations and stuff, that's never ever going to happen again. And I pray to God that never ever happens again, because that's very awful. I can't imagine being stuck in a plane wreck. You're fully able to. I'm really banking over here. Oof. I'm really trying to make that runway there. Yeah, see, I believe here that my things are failing. But as you can see, we're not even 10 minutes in, which again, that's what I set it for. Unfortunately, I didn't really pay attention to the whole timing of it all, but as you can see with the piloting and stuff, it's just when things happen out of the blue, you kind of just like, whoa, what do I do? How do I fix this? How do I get out of this scenario? How do I land safely and get everyone that's on board off safely so that way they can go home and see their families? I mean, honestly, like, I would love to be a pilot. When I was younger, I wanted to be a airplane mechanic, but I don't know, I guess all these accidents ended up getting to my head too much, where basically I don't feel comfortable fixing a plane or becoming a mechanic for a plane, because what if I'm the one that messes up on one little thing that brings down a plane full of 500 people? Or if I'm a pilot, what if I have to somehow work my entire being to try and land this plane safely? And like, the chances sure are very high, but even still, it's very tiring, very stressful, very emotionally draining. And I really hope any pilots that do survive air crashes out there are definitely getting some therapy and some help for the trauma that they're facing, because one can only imagine what they're going through. But yeah, as you can see, I'm really trying my hardest to try and land this plane at this unknown airport that I just randomly came across on my GPS. And yeah, I mean, here we go. This final minute, I'm about to stall out and crash. Unfortunately, I'm trying to get the camera right so I can see where the runway is, but unfortunately, I didn't do it in time. So here I am starting to stall out. As you can see, my nose is pitching very violently upwards. There we go. Now I'm going to start coming, literally dropping straight towards the ground. Yeah, there's no coming back from this. I'm too low from the ground. So here we go. Final moments. there we go. There you have it, folks. Please like, share, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it. My name is Tiki Winky, and I'm out. Peace.